Let's play games, get high scores. Who could ever ask for more? Thor will show you just what to do. Yes, you.
Hello my Asgardia Minecrafters, and welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 3, where this episode we're going to be working on big reactors. I want to set up above our refined storage a big reactor that's just going to, it's just going to be up there to power this, basically. Now, I've played a little bit in single player, just trying to work out how they work even, and I do not pretend for even a second that I know anything about it at all. But if we go into that big reactors now, right, I have got most of the stuff here. So you're going to need a reactor controller, you're going to need power tap. Let's get some of this crap out of the way. We don't need the coolant port, that's for later on. We're going to need 2 of these access ports. We're going to need reactor control rod thingies, actual fuel rods. Let's get all of them. I don't know how many we're going to need. We need reactor glass. Yeah, so let's get some of them, and the reactor casing. So yeah, let's get some of both of them. Brilliant, we've got loads of that. And then let's just chuck that on top of here. Now, I was looking at like a 9x9 design, which is exactly the same size as this. I think we could go bigger. But then, if we did go bigger, if we overhung by 1, and is that going to look cool, or is that going to look stupid if it's bigger and on top? I don't know. Maybe it just needs to be the same size, but that's pretty boring as well. Unless maybe you kind of do something like that and then come out here. So maybe that'd look better. Can we get rid of this, please? And come out like that. Yeah, that'll do it. So all this bit down the bottom here is only just for decoration. There's no need for this. I've also cut like a little hole through here for the future, for when we actually make it. Let's come across like this as well. So once we come round now, when you're building these actual reactors, this is the bottom of it that I'm at the moment. So I come right across now. This will be an 11x11 design. Oh, I didn't want all of that to happen down the bottom. No, let's get rid of this now, because it's the kind of thing that's going to annoy me otherwise. We're also going to find out whether this still counts as like a multi-structure block thingy, multi-block structure, because of having all of this extra casing on the bottom. It could be, it might not be, I don't know. Let's get the last of this in anyway. So what we've got here is now yeah, it's just 9x9, isn't it? So that's what I decided on. So we're going to come up by, so we've got 1 block, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we'll do this all the way around. There you go. See the kind of box that we've made now. Let's get some of the glass on here at the moment as well. Right, we're going to go all the way around with glass for now, and all of the sides of it can be, you can use the glass or the casing. It doesn't matter which is nice, but you want to see what's going on the inside, don't you, really? It's half of the reason you want these things, is because they look pretty cool. So use the glass, for goodness sakes. This should take it all the way up. Nice. And then on the top we can still get in. Nice. Let's also now work out our little plan down here for where we're going to stick our rods. Now, I suppose you can get away with just doing something like this, right up against the edge and everything. I think you can anyway. So let's just do this for now. Every other one. This is far too much. This is not going to make a good efficient design, but with all these extra fuel rods, it might well make one that at least creates more. Is that coming up? Yeah, it's odd to look at. This wand. I wonder if I even have enough of these. I probably don't. No, I'm gonna have to make some more of them because this is so much more than my original design. Let me make a few more now. You can see how they're made actually. So if we at that big, and then go into reactor fuel rods. In fact, do I have them here? Sorry. Let's, yes, of course I do. Let's make another 64 of them. You can see the stuff that goes in. It's just iron, graphite bars, which is cooking up you just cook up coal. Simple as that. So start that. We should get these pretty quick. There you go. There's another 64. This might be enough. It might be. But we're going to go all the way to the top now and try and get these so that they're level. Are they all level? Yeah. Let's make these ones go up and these couple, and then I can do all of them from the top here, right? Okay. Yeah. So we're one away from the top. Now, on top of every single one of these fuel rods, you're going to want a control rod, which I probably also don't have enough of now. I will say that there's another reason why I'm making so many of these fuel rods. It has something to do with everything that's going on down there. But don't worry about that for now. We will have a little look in short order. Get these up here, one on top of every single fuel rod. How many are we going to be short by? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We need 14. We have 8. No bothers. We can go down and make a few more of them in a minute. Finish off these though. Get the last ones that we can get on. And then once I've got the last few on, in a few minutes, I'll come back to you. Okay, so we've got a control rod on top of everything now. On the front here, I think we'll, like most designs that you'll see, we'll put the control on the front here still. And that should be all right for us. And that won't yet make the structure. We need to come underneath where we're going to be taking our power out and to putting our fuel in and stuff. We've got the access port. So, right, we're going to need to take one of these off, not a transmitter, sorry. What is it that I'm thinking of? Well, is there one down here somewhere? One of those things that you can doodle with that anyway. So, let's put one of these over. No, let's put them over. No, let's put them over here. Jeez, get with it, Thor. So, let's put 2 of them down. We'll put one of these into outlet mode, so we've got a dedicated outlet and inlet. Over here, we'll have the power, and that's where we take the power out. So has this made it now, by the way? No, it hasn't. So do those extra blocks, do I press this now? Only reactor casings can be used here. So let's get rid of this line here. I might have to use a different block. That doesn't hurt too bad. I'm fairly fine with that. I wonder if getting rid of these will be enough, or if I have to actually replace a block. Now, can I get out? Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, I've got them down there. Let's break one of these and then put one of them back in. Well, why isn't this working? Can I not have fuel rods touching the sides? Is that a thing? I don't think it is. I've got these though. Can I right click on anything? Oh, frickety frag. Only reactor casings can be used here. 670, 71, minus 20. 670 minus 1, 20. Ah, so I worked it out. Yes, it's all right, all okay, but you have to use casings on the bottom of the rods. That's it. So these have to be in the spaces in between the rods. No bothers. Let's try and do some hooking up anyway, because the only thing that you need for this really is fuel. You need fuel, and you need, obviously you've got to have some coolant as well, but let's get all of this stuff back up there. Let's go for at refined. I can't remember the name of this darn thing, you know. On network interface. A flipping interface. That's what we need. So if we've got an interface kind of here. Do I want these on the edge now as well? I don't think I do. I want everything in the middle so that I can hide it better. So let's just do that too. Let's break this thing again. Let's go here and here. And that can be our input and output. Outlet mode. Lovely. And then put these two back over here. And that should remake this thing. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so interface. That's going to need some cables in order for it to work. So let's bring up a couple of cables. Where's going to be the best way to bring this across? Just here. That's the shortest way. Right, this is now okay. Let's also go into the wireless grid. This is our fuel, yellorium. Do you want to? Can you see why I want to use this particular thing now? I've got so much yellorium, I don't know what to do with it. So the export, we'll chuck them in 64. And that will try and keep 64 in there and move them up to here. We'll need a way to get them in now. So let's just go to normal old conduits using the Ender IO stuff because it's just so darn easy. Get that into there. And we'll just do an insert mode. Is this now filling? Not yet. In fact, why isn't this filling? I would have thought that that would be enough to... Oh, because I haven't put this into extract always on. Now, are you filling, chum? Yeah, this is filling up. This is going to fill up with loads of the stuff as well. Because, as I said, I'm using far more rods than you probably should. Let's also have a way to take the waste product out. This is going to make something called so let's have an in and an out here. Extract, insert, in and out. Yeah, so we'll extract on green, we'll insert on brown. So take this out on brown. Now that should put, when it's finished, that should put plutonium, I think it's called, in there. Isn't it funny? You've got yellorium and you've got tonium. Very, very funny. So is this filling all the way up? Yeah. So when that's full, this I'll turn this on and it should start creating some power as it is. I wondered, could I still get away with this? Let's go into casing. Is this the casing? Reactor casing. Let's just see if we can still get away with doing this round here. Because that's broken this up there now. Fudge it, you can't. Okay. But at least it didn't take all of that out. I'll use some factory blocks for that in a bit. So this is full. No coolant in it. It's just full though. Activate reactor. What's it making? 20, 24... 27, 28, 29, 30. There's quite a few killer roughs. 32,000 RF. That's pretty good, seeing as it's not got any coolant in it, and also that's far more than this thing needs to actually fill this up. In fact, good God, I've just forgotten. I've already taken this and put something above it, so this isn't now creating any power at all. Let's get a little in the way of power. Conduits. No, not down there, you fudge monkey. Come on! Conduit. Yeah, let's get some of these. And if we just now put them into there. So this is going to be getting some out. I wonder if I can just go all the way down into that. Brilliant. So this is now feeding that, right? Am I right or am I right? This is being fed to the tune of 11,000 more than it needs at the moment. But we're not happy just using this big reactor. It doesn't have the right stuff. So I, off camera, decided I'd start making some coolant. Now, I know that there's this thing called cryotheum, but if you look, cryotheum, no cryotheum here, but there is something called, there we go, Vapour of Levity. So if you're making Vapour of Levity, you have to make, first off, Dew of the Void, which means, can I just go on to Dew of the Void here? No, I can't. So, Dew of the Void, which means first making nutrient distillation. Well, that's just the stuff that you make with like heads and flesh and all the rest of that kind of stuff. And then you've got to put in some grains of piezoality and some grains of the end. Grains of the end are pretty expensive because you need to actually grind down ender crystals. Yeah, like are they called ender crystals? Whatever the ones that you need an actual enderman soul for. So you've got to grind them down to make these in order to mix with these, in order to mix with that and make this Dew of the Void. I was like, oh, I'm most of the way there because I've made quite a lot of this Dew of the Void. You know, like 16, 32, 48, more than 48 buckets worth. And then I went into the last bit, like, what do I need here? Not Dew of the Void, the Levity one. Levity, oh, brilliant. What do I need? Grains of piezoality, I've already made that. It's really easy. What was it, by the way? Pulsating crystals, yes, so they are cheap. And then onto, what? Grains of prescient? Prescient crystal? How do you make them? What do you mean, a flipping shulker bloody soul? Come on, give a guy a flipping break. So I realised quite late on that it was going to be hard to get that. But I thought, do you know what? Stuff this. Don't give up. Don't give up ever. Let's grab some vials. Get as many as we can fit in here. Let's get rid of everything that we're not going to use. Get rid of that. Casing, solar panel, these, that. Don't need to build anything. Yellorium can go up there. I'll just take my sword. I don't need a water bucket. Don't need melon juice, really. Wireless crafting monitor. Don't need that. Don't need obsidian pick. I could probably do with one pick, though, couldn't I? Let's just take our good one with us. There we go. So, I'm going to fill up with as many soul vials as I can get hold of. Luckily, there are still, and this is for definite because I've gone and checked, but there are still end cities here. So if we go into like J now, I've gone off in this direction here. Yeah, look at these. Still got the comets as well. But right down here is definitely one. There's going to be ones all over the place, but I know where one is at least now. So can we... Ooh, I thought I wasn't going to fly there for a second. That wouldn't have been good. That wouldn't have been good at all. It reminds me of... I mean, I did lose my my bow like yesterday because I just chucked it on the floor in the middle of... are we good here? Yeah, just chucked it on the floor in the middle of the void. That wasn't good. Let's have a look over here then. What can I just do? A diagonal from here. Yeah, let's cut the edge off. And I'll get there, do some flying in the void, and then we will grab a couple of soul vials full of... Yeah, I did bring them, didn't I? I know I brought them. Have faith, Thor. Have faith. And then we'll get back and see if we can actually make some of this levity juice. It is so weird going through this void and just having something pop out of nowhere. It's so hard to find anything as well. Just have a look around here, though. Sure, we'll find... There was Some down the bottom usually, aren't there? By the front door. Let's start from down there. Please tell me there are shulkers, because I didn't check that. I just had a little look and seen if there was a... Right, I can hear it. I can hear it, but I don't see it. Can I get... Are these guys invisible? Yes, they are. It's here somewhere. Ah, there he is. No, there he's not. What's he doing? Why can't I do this? Can I get it from the... Got him. Got him. You've got to get it from the inside. Why are they invisible? Is it still here? No, it's moved. Oh, well, add a new flipping problem to this. I'll still get them, though, and hopefully we'll still have enough in order to make these Levity juice bottle things. Oh, good grief. Oh, brother. I think I was having problems because this is... I can see them all now, and all I did was just do a quick restart of my game, and yeah, you find them all now. Might be like when you're teleporting and stuff, sometimes you become invisible, don't you? So maybe it's got something to do with that. Is anything decent in these? No, not really. Don't care about any of that. So yeah, now I'm going to grind these for definite. Right, so I've rinsed all I can, basically, out of that end city. I want to see if you can... You can! Broken... Wait, blow... Yeah, shulker! Do it! I've got 8 flipping levels on me. Why do you do this when I flipping teleport? If I go in here and just pick up like 1 level now. Oh, 72! Oh, so 1 level is 72 levels, is it? You stupid game. You idiotic flipping game. So go. Do. Make me a shulker spawner. Oh, this takes a while. I'm going to leave that to go for a little minute. Also, to make these pre-science things, I need... So it's prescient crystal. I need vibrant crystals. So let's make some of them as well. So let's also get rid of these and these. I don't need them. Vibrant crystals. I don't have any for the moment. Let's make 64 of them because I always seem to need them. That'll probably take a little while as well. So between that and waiting for this to do, again, I'll be back with you. Okay, so we've got a shulker spawner. Let's go for auto spawner. Is that what it is? No, it's not my own stuff. I go into spawner. Grab one of these powered spawners, that's what they're called. Do I have the stuff? Please have the stuff to... Oh, yes, baby! It's very nice when you do have the stuff to make them. I don't have to go and make a... So, what else? I've got to put this in the... I've got to put this in here now. Like so. Powered spawner. Thank you very much. So what can I do? Can I just... It might be a case of just having to put it somewhere like this for now. On the end here. Is this gonna just make some? So progress. Come on, all the way, please. Make a set. Yeah, baby! Let's just turn this active with signal. Yeah, that's fine. And at any time now, I can come and basically get a load of these souls from these. Wake up. Nice. So that's brilliant. I can use that to my advantage sometime in the future. That really saves me a bit of time, actually. Right. Do we have some of these vibrant crystals yet? Vibrant. 26 will be more than enough to be going along with. So I can now put in one of them, 8 levels. Thank you very much. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Pre-science crystal thingy. Lovely. Brilliant. I will have to grind these myself, I think. But that's not a bother. We're most of the way there now, I think. Okay, with the hard-earned prescient crystals, We'll chuck them straight into here. Because I've got the dark steel balls in here, I should get a few extras. And we'll come round to our front here. It's grains of something, wasn't it? Grains of pre-science. Is that all of them? So we got 25 back for making, for grinding 16. So I've got to put these, go in here. I also need, I've got some more, yeah, I've got some piezalities over here. Let's chuck them in. And this should now output levity juice. The water levity stuff. What is it even called? It's no good. Levity. Vapour of Levity. Have we got a full one yet? No, this is taking a little while. You can't even put in a capacitor to speed this up. That's a shame. That's a shame indeed, because I quite like things being a bit quicker. No bothers though, no bothers. It'll take as long as it takes. Is it doing anything yet? Have I got any yet? Does this even go... Right, let's do this here. Configure. Full. Push. So push into this, yeah? Yeah, maybe it does just take a long time. Progress 18, 20. Yeah, so this takes a while. Obviously, I'm going to... Oh, and it fills up at the top. Of course it does, because it's because that's the way it works. Let's do a little thinking now. How many do I need to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, 10. 14, 17, 20, 23. I need 23 of them. How many? I've got 25 of the piezalities, haven't I? Yeah, I had 25 of them, so hopefully that's now going to make us 25 buckets worth, which will be enough to fill this up. I'm going to have to wait a little while here, though, aren't I? Which is a shame. I will just give you a little tour of what's been cut down since last time we were here. I've now got rid of all of this line of sieves, and I've just got these last few making dust, which basically goes over to fill these over here. But I'm not making lava quick enough to deal with the glowstone that's being made. Look at this, flipping loads of extra glowstone. So that glowstone is just being picked up by me by hand at the moment and moved into, yeah, so it's filling out of here quick enough at least. But yeah, I'm moving it out by hand and sticking it into the system. So we've got an abundance at the moment, 18,000 of them from nowhere. So either of two things needs to happen. I need to vastly improve lava generation, which I have seen that there is a something here. If I go in to this under lava, there's a lava factory thing here. Actual additions manual. The lava factory can produce blocks of lava given 150,000 RF per block. Well, that's fine. I've got RF out the wazoo. So I think this is actually additions. I think most of that's multi-block stuff. So I'm going to have to look it up. But it's going to involve things like empowered Enori. And if you look over here, just on this little end bit here, I'd put down this chest because I've found how to use this atomic reconstructor. Really cheap design, really cheap to make. Am I going to be making problems for myself over here? Let's F7 just so I can see. No, nothing. So yeah, if I put this down now, did I pick it up? No, I didn't. We take this atomic reconstructor and a lever. These go down like so and just start zapping. Is that it? Pshong! And everything in its way, as long as it can be changed, is changed. So let's take some redstone here, and we'll chuck down redstone. Oh, let's turn off our magnet so we can show this. But redstone, boom, now becomes whatever crystal. Restonia crystal. I'll just chuck that in with the rest of them. This is me just checking that it works. But Enery and all the rest. So I'm thinking that this is something that we can do in the future. It definitely seems like it's well within our grasp. We certainly have all of the stuff for it. But yeah, as I said before, I'm going to be waiting now for another, oh god, like 20 buckets worth, which is a shame. But no bothers, no bothers. I can wait for that, and then we'll set this up and see how much of a difference this coolant makes. Because, as I said, what was it, 32.2, and we're getting 1.1 millibuckets per tick is being used of the fuel. So that's really bad. That's really bad. But we can do better. We can do better, I'm sure. Maybe it is better with the coolant in there. I know that our power is going to go up at the very least, so woohoo. Alright, so we definitely have enough of this now to be getting along with. I've a feeling that we just have to break through like so. In fact, let's break through all of these for now and then start chucking them down. But I've got a feeling that you just go down to the bottom and place these, and that's going to be fine. I'm not sure how they work compared to being up against this edge here, or if it works better, because the basics are, at least the basics that I can work out, are that the casing heat is what gives you your RF per tick. Other heats and stuff like that can have something to do with you know, providing better efficiency or what have you, but I'm pretty sure that this is how at least the RF per tick works, and that's what I want more than anything, RF, because we've got too much yellorium as it is. Now if I stick one of these down here, does that stay there? And yeah, then that's that. It's really cold. You can see it's adding. Oh, brilliant! So we've got one of them in as well. I'm surprised it's not so cold actually that it doesn't hurt or something like that. But this is fine. So let's put all of these in. And oh no. I need to come back down here. I've got a feeling that this is going to be a problem. If I can pick that back up, is that you're going to need these right at the bottom. But just before your very eyes, well, you saw, we're going to have issues with, is that it? Get that down there. Yeah, we're going to have issues with snow forming, which isn't a bother. Maybe I can use some of this snow at another time. I'll put in like a levity thing and just make some snow. But yeah, this is going to be yet another boring job, so leave it to me. Right, so I imagine this thing's pretty cold by about now. The actual multi-block structure has come back to life. We're around the back here. Let's have another look. Let's turn it on. So we had 32 killer roughs before, and this is blasting straight past that anyway. So we're on 40, 42. I mean, the heat's still pretty high. Let's not make any bones about that, but we've added 12 killer RF to our output. I mean, look at this core heat, and I mean, I'm fairly sure that these things can't blow up. Isn't fairly sure like the worst thing you can say in this particular time. Let's get some. Well, let's get not a spade. We call them a shovel in this game. Let's get a shovel, not a spade, even though it's obviously a spade. Let's make no bones about this. Let's clean the top up here, and this should help. I've got a feeling that some of the heat problems are the fact that it's touching the side. I think if you've got a little bit more of the coolant in there and a little less of these control rods, well, the actual fuel rods themselves, you can get a little better with heat, which will add. I mean, it's come down a little bit in usage. It was 1.1 something, wasn't it? Definitely the usage. So it's come down a little way in usage and gone up a long way in actual production. But that's working. This is now working. We've got a totally full capacitor. Well, pretty much. It seems pretty full to me. It looks full, but let's come around the back of here. This is getting into a little bit of a messy situation, isn't it? What have we got? Yeah, this is +8, so, you know, it's going into things as much as it's being used, and it's coming out. It's basically fantastic. In fact, is this thing filling up? Is this... Yeah, it is. It's created more. It's got 100,000... 10 million RF actually in the system itself. Brilliant. I can branch this thing out to power far more than it's powering here. I could get this thing out doing everything but the quantum quarries, which I've turned off, by the way, because of ridiculous amounts of everything. And this, I've got 74,000 iron ingots, but I've also got 10,000 blocks of iron. So, you know, we're talking 160,000 iron at the moment. Can't ever be used. I've even starting to make a little bit of this look full, which is just absolutely ridiculous. But success! Success! We have success today. I am very glad with the way that this has ended up. I wish there was a way you could make it so it wasn't just completely square, but it looks okay. I'm going to have to add... I've been thinking about adding some sort of walkway further up. So I've got this here. You know, you can come around this corner, take this little route, and then you go into the main system here. But now that there's nothing here, I could have like a little, like a walkway up onto a gangway up here, and then have a second story. Also, out here, I'm planning on putting an outside to this place. That's just the inside wall. Obviously, it needs an outside wall as well. But at the moment, while I'm still making stuff, it's so easy to just go, oh, well, this looks nice from in here. Now let's get to do some dirty, gritty work. And I'm working on all the pipes and stuff around here. And then done. Oh, brilliant. I can pretend that everything looks nice again from the inside. So I will definitely sort out the outside at some point soon. Maybe between these episodes, because there's no point really doing building in this series. I don't think. This is more of a techie series. Anyway, I'll put that back in our Levity. All that's left is to say thank you very, very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you can help me out by pressing the like button, because it just makes me feel better, basically. And if you enjoyed the video and would like to see something a little more like this, and have not done already, you crazy fool, then press that subscribe button as well for more videos, 3 a week at the moment at least. So take it easy, guys, and I will see you in the next video.